have you been suffering from stage fright or classroom anxiety? During my years teaching in Thailand, I've come across teachers who struggle with classroom anxiety. I myself, I struggled with this in my earlier days in teaching, but I was able to put myself together and I improved as I work continuously in the field. And I would say my quick adaptation on how to manage my classroom anxiety was thanks to the fact that I have a background in journalism. So, as a journalist, we are trained on how to manage the stage, and have control over your audience. But with beginning teachers and even some experienced teachers, this concept is far-fetched and it's very difficult for them to manage this situation. That explains why in today's video I'll be sharing with you 5 tips you can practice to overcome stage fright. The first one is for you to relax. As simple as it may sound, the truth is many people fail to relax. I'll tell you, in your workplace you might be seeing this more often than you may expect. You observe that teachers always like to visit the restroom before their class time. This is an informal way of actually getting relaxed, because in the restroom you can be yourself, you laugh, you frown, you kick things around and relax. All this helps to calm down your nerves and you'll be able to put your anxiety in check before going to the classroom. So if you're somebody who doesn't practice going to the restroom before your class time, try to do this. It will help to calm you down. The next thing you may want to do to overcome classroom anxiety is for you to prepare. I need not mention that failure to prepare is preparing to fail. Always prepare. Some of you make the mistake of not going over your lesson because you think you planned the lesson the previous night and there is no need for you to go over. No, always go over your lessons. I, for one, when I sit during my alone time, I always read through my lesson notes, so always try to go through your lesson to be able to understand and record those key points, salient points in the lesson. It helps you a lot, and once you master your materials, it will help to build confidence, and your learners will know that you know your subject matter and you actually know what you're talking about. And understanding your content again will help to eliminate filler words like the likes. Teachers often use these filler words and it can be distracting, and these filler words might also show that you are unprepared or you're less confident about what you're teaching. So please practice, practice, practice. The next thing you may want to do to overcome classroom anxiety is for you to spice up your lesson. This reminds me of my most recent experience. I happened to find myself in a place where my coordinator is, and perhaps we continue to do so, is monotonous in the approach of teaching. There is a set rule that the coordinator wants everyone to follow, and in as much as it's good to stick to the schools or approach in teaching rules and regulation, but as professionals it's good for us to be flexible as time. That's why I do respect schools that gives a teacher the liberty to teach at will and make use of different teaching strategies. The truth is, when you're fixated on one particular style, you struggle, especially if you're new to the field and you're yet to understand that style. And when you're monotonous, it helps to build your level of anxiety. So my point is, try to spice up your lesson in as much as you're following the school's expectation. I'm not saying you should completely disregard what the school wants. You should follow their rules, but while doing so, you should skillfully spice up your lessons. You can do this by adding on visual cues like PowerPoint, posters. You can even use videos, songs. So please try to do this, and even advanced organizers. Once you spice up your lesson, it helps you to have control over your anxiety, and your lessons will be much more smooth. Before I dive onto the next point that you may want to consider to overcome classroom anxieties, I want to know from you, experienced teachers. What other thing do you do to overcome classroom anxieties? Leave your thoughts in my email box, of course, because I've disabled comments. Yeah, if you want to get in touch with me, just leave a direct message through my email or WhatsApp chat, but feel free to share your opinions, and I'll pick those best comments that I see, and I might invite you during my next shooting, and we may create a content together. And the fourth tip you may want to practice to overcome classroom anxiety is for you to always have a ritual. Start off with a ritual. Teachers have different rituals. The most basic type is roll call attendance. Some teachers might go into the classroom and decide to do roll call. This helps you to relax, and of course the focus is on the student, so little attention is paid to you. It helps you, it's paid on you, it helps you to relax very well. So try to do roll call. Another rituals that you may want to do is perhaps you tell the students to recite the classroom rules and regulation. In most schools, the rules are on the walls, written on a hard cardboard paper, so they can recite that. You may want to play a video or song that is related to your topic. If you're somebody who is doing, let me say, sciences, you might want to play a video on different types of materials, but just make sure whatever video or song you're playing is related to your lesson. And the last point you may want to consider to overcome classroom anxiety is for you to actually go to class on time or before time. I would insist before time, not even on time. It's good for you to go to class before time. If your class starts at, let's say, 10 a.m. on dot, try to go to class 10 minutes ahead of time. It's normal that you might meet a teacher in, but always stand there, because the truth is, after each class, students have rest time, like 5 to 10 minutes to use the toilet. While the students are using the toilet, you may want to use that time to get into the classroom, settle in, get a feel of it, and this helps you to look around, and if there are any adjustments you need to make, you will at that time, and it helps to control your stress level and anxiety. So these are 5 points, among others, will definitely help you to manage and eventually overcome classroom anxiety. Remember, it doesn't happen overnight. It's something you have to practice, and over time you get better at it. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe, and of course follow me on social media, precisely YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Bye for now.